What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel. Check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to speak on again the situation that happened with Jerry Judy and and Shador Sanders, right? That blow up. I made a video about this earlier this week, probably like a couple days ago, and I said that Jerry Judy as a wide receiver, like this was commonplace for wide receivers, diva wide receivers to kind of like blow up on a rookie quarterback and and make a scene like this, right? And I pointed out, my thing was that wide receivers, you always see this from diva wide receivers, like, and you don't see this from like tight ends. And I always thought that this didn't work out. Like wide receivers, it's not a wise move if you're a receiver at all, whether you are a tight end or a wide out, right? Because if you piss off the quarterback, like the quarterback can choose not to throw you the ball, can basically freeze you out or limit your touches, right? And you see a lot of tight ends, in my opinion, who make sure that they have a relationship with the quarterback. They they establish trust with the quarterback. And Shawn King, he took it even further. Shawn King says that you only get this from black wide receivers. Now, I didn't go as far as to say that you only get this like this type of reaction like from black wide receivers. But and Smitty did say, well, you because black wide receivers are like 90, like 90% of the receivers probably black. That's why I brought tight ends into the situation. And most of the tight ends are white, and so you had some really good black tight ends, and but you never saw this with somebody like Gronkowski, going at his quarterback, or you never saw Kelsey, going at his quarterback, but wide receivers, man, just seem to be divas, which I think it works against them, and it don't work out in their favor. I never seen a wide receiver like have any type of success when they do stuff like what Jerry Judy did. And so, but let me play the audio from Coach JB's show, and I want to react to the comments that were made on this show about the situation with Jerry Judy and Shador Sanders.
Judy and Shador was
This is crazy.
on the sideline, looking like they're having a little bit of a debate about some.
To the hood real quick.
Yep.
And Shawn,
I can relate. Go ahead.
I want to get your guys' take on this. Oh, Edo can't relate. He only played with all that.
Shawn can't relate. Edo can.
This is like Turkey Bowl. This is in the street hood football right here.
Yeah.
I saw that too. To me, it's not a big deal because I think those two talk like that every day to each other.
Going to the flats. It's wide open.
But at the same time, you got a fucking guy who Edub just pointed out, who's a fake ass good boy. Everywhere he's been, he hasn't produced to his talent level. And then you got Shador, who's created a persona, to Shawn King's point on this show for many months, that you asked for it. Now you're getting it in return too. So this is a whole big take on this whole thing. To me, it's many avenues to this right here.
Shawn, go ahead, Shawn.
So,
this
hurts my heart to say this.
Oh, you better not say this, Shawn.
But 90% of this behavior is black wide receivers.
Well,
I don't know. I don't know if they got like some kind of off-season meeting where they like, okay, you're going to be a diva this week. I'm going to be a diva. Last week it was CeeDee Lamb. This week it's Jerry Judy.
Well, there's not a lot of white wide receivers.
Right. Like, I thought you were going to say something way deeper than that. It's like 5 wide receivers.
It's like 35.
See, that's why, and all right, so that's true. You don't have a lot of white wide receivers. That's why I said I brought in a point that, like, with tight ends, like you don't see tight ends blowing up on a quarterback like this. Like if you look like throughout the history, like through all the great tight ends, whether you go back from like Ozzie Newsome or what's the guy that played in San Diego, Kellen, like Winslow and all those guys, they never did that. You know, like I don't care what color the tight end was, but lately most of the tight ends have been white, and you don't see this from the tight ends that are white. But let me listen to what because I kind of get Shawn King his point.
I gotta cut this shit out, man. I'm just telling you, as a quarterback, like perfect example, me and Keaton got into it on the sideline. Don't do me like this because you're gonna drop some balls.
Yeah.
You're gonna run some wrong routes. And I'm gonna get in that press conference and I'm not gonna be like, Jerry Jeudy dumbass when he got inside leverage supposed to run an out route. This Mamma Jamma runs a slant. I'm not gonna throw you under the bus.
Aaron Rodgers would.
Don't be all in front of me.
Right now, there are some quarterbacks. There are some quarterbacks, like if you mess up, I remember I didn't like what sometimes Peyton Manning used to get on the offensive lineman, right? Like if they miss a block or something, Peyton Manning, he'd be all demonstrative and stuff like that, But I mean, it comes with, and sometimes I don't know if Tom Brady did it a lot, but Aaron Rodgers was, if you mess up, he'll call you out. I don't know. I never really liked that because everybody, when it comes to football, everybody make mistakes, man, because it's not easy out there.
Clapping your hands and shit. If you want to come over there and sit down and be like, hey, this is what I saw, and I can be like, okay, my bad. I got pressure from the right. I couldn't see it clearly, so I missed that, and we could make some adjustments. But don't be over there standing up all in my face with your white gloves, clapping your hands.
Yeah.
Now you put me in a position where you're trying to punk me.
So many times.
Especially to your point and Weddle's point, like Jerry Jeudy, respectfully, you ain't like that. Like you
right. Jerry Jeudy just caught a bomb. I don't know if it was a 30-yard bomb or something like that from Shedeur Sanders the week before, and was trying to get heading towards the end zone. Somebody came from behind him and knocked the ball out of his hand. And now the next game, you all in his face, demanding a ball or it just didn't make any sense. And he is not like that. He took flack when he was at Denver for not living up to the expectations that people had for him. And, he was going at, what's the wide receiver that turned announcer that he was going at? I don't know. I forgot his name. But anyway, man, he didn't like that. When people said that he was just a guy, he wasn't. Some people don't even think that Jerry Jeudy is a number one. They just think he's just, like the third option, but he's not a number one receiver. But he acts like he is that dude. He drops, he got a lot of drops, so. But let these guys finish their comments.
You're not even a guy to even be in that position talking like that. You know what I'm saying? You're not a top receiver in this game to be talking and using that type of energy in that situation. Go ahead, JB. You just said the best. Ego's the enemy. JB said it.
So many times these guys don't even understand or have a clue what's happening inside the pocket, right? And getting pressure, getting feel like they're running the routes. They feel like they're open. They're like, damn, why didn't I get the ball?
No, they're soft. They only do this when they drop balls. CD dropped 5 balls last week and had a full meltdown on a ball that hit him dead in the hands in the end zone and went to the sideline. I mean, damn near stroked out on the sideline in the middle of a game.
But at least CD Lamb, to his credit, he did take ownership. He did say after the game, he said, I got to fucking catch the ball, point blank period. Like, he took it. He didn't
how about this,
back and put it on Dak.
How about this? Grow the fuck up. Stop having mental breakdowns on the sideline.
See, Smitty, it's easy to say it after the fact. We all look at, but during the game, you showed me up. During the game, you showed your ass. Like, it's easy to come out after and apologize and all that. But
but he didn't apologize. He just took ownership and said,
and Jerry Jeudy played like ass cheeks yesterday. Did y'all watch the game? He had like 4 drops. He played like pure ass cheeks.
Yeah, Jeudy can't say nothing. Judy's been a fucking damn near.
It's a joke. It's a mockery.
Here's how you know it wasn't just no normal banner. The old lineman got up and had to intervene at the end of it.
Yeah, he did. Yep, good call.
All right, so, and that's the thing. Like, and to Coach JB's point, right? When you show up another player like that, another teammate like that, you just can't come back and apologize. Like, at what point in time do your maturity and do your wisdom come into play, right? You can't make Jerry Jeudy been around in the league long enough to know better than that. Some people say that he didn't have that type of energy for the other quarterback. Dylan Gabriel, and so I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just reacting on what we saw this past weekend, and the week before. Like you dropping these balls, you getting people. Like, can you imagine, like, if Aaron Rodgers hit you for a 30-yard bomb or a 40-yard bomb, and then you go down and you fumble, you know, you let somebody knock the ball out of your hand, you might not see the ball for another week or two, you know, or Tom Brady. And now the next week you in that same quarterback, you in his face demanding a ball, you know, and so I just don't think it was just a wise move. If anything, I think that, like I said, if you're a wide receiver, you want to establish a rapport. You want to earn these guys trust and let them know that, look, like they can trust you in certain situations. They know that you're going, because the quarterbacks, they be running for their life and they looking for somewhere, you know, they looking to get rid of that ball. You can't go over there just clapping your hands talking about give me the ball, throw the ball. Hell yeah, I want to throw the ball, but man, I don't know, man. I just don't get these diva wide receivers and their mentality. Whereas though like I said, when it comes to tight ends, you don't see that out of tight ends, as you know, at all, or maybe not as much. You don't see that out of tight ends, but it's always the wide receivers, man, who want to cry and complain. So that's my take on it. Y'all make sure to like, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to leave a comment, and I'll check you all out in the next video. Peace.